Ochia Primary School exemplifies the challenges faced by schools in the region, deprived of government capitation grants since 2022. This means that they're operating under tough conditions, and this affects especially the lower classes. These are the harsh conditions these learners have to endure to be able to study. This classroom has no desks. The classroom is congested. Since 2022, this school has not received capitation grant. Literally, government is supposed to provide 20,000 per learner per year. The school has been surviving by the grace of God since 2022. Like many community schools here, government schools do not have desks, are congested with learners struggling to find space to sit and pay attention. Some find themselves sitting on window sills. The congestion also means that teachers cannot walk around the classroom.
We always focus on upper classes who can sit on the desk. The lower classes, they sit down. The challenge that you face managing this class is language barrier, because you can see here there are many languages here. There are others who only speak Kakwa, there are others who only speak Nweri, Congolese, Arabic, Lubara.
In upper classes, some learners sit on that part of the desk meant for writing, and this can be distracting for others. Some just stand as they study. In some cases, classes are held in makeshift structures, but because there are so many learners, it's hard for everyone to pay attention. Some students quote when they get tired, and teachers continue with the lesson regardless of the direction the learners are facing. The dire situation is attributed to the fact that these schools have not received their capitation grant since 2022. The affected schools are Ochia, Ariwa, and Odubu primary schools.
Curriculum activity, we are not conducted here in the school because of no UPE. We don't have money for buying other things for co-curriculum activity. Even the scholastic materials, we are not available because there was no money.
Not to repair some of the things like the desks, the windows that are broken. Even buying is stationery, like chalk, whatever for the teachers is hard.
Provision and maintenance of basic necessities like water and security personnel have also become a challenge.
Because we used to pay for water out of the capitation grant, so we don't have water. We are really suffering here because of water issue, which has made the sanitation of the school to be very poor. The school guards, since we also used to cater for them from the capitation grant, they also left.
These factors have contributed to a decline in academic performance.
We don't have supporting teachers because we used to cater for them some little percentage from capitation grant. Some of them who were helping us to teach, some of them left because the capitation grant was not there.
Well, in years to come, that has passed. The school was producing first grades, 5, 4, 3, 2, like that. Last year, no, nothing. There was no first grade.
Terego and Madi Okollo district leaders have not yet agreed on the jurisdiction of the schools. While Madi Okollo receives capitation grants, Terego pays the teachers.
The issue of the schools dates far back in 1990s, around 1996. These 3 schools were coded under Madi Okollo district, Madi Okollo county then, while we are still a county under Arua. Around 1998-2000 here, a row started between the community of Madi Okollo and Terego over resources in our chair area.
This conflict started when we were all in Arua. Terego was in Arua, Madi Okollo was in Arua. The district council took a decision and said, in order to end this conflict, the district staff surveyor, employee of the district, Arua district, should go on ground and with the help of GPS, establish where the borders are. Unfortunately, the district staff surveyor at that time came from Terego, and he was accused by the side of Madi to have generated a lopsided report to favor Terego.
Saka says that subsequently an independent surveyor from the Ministry of Lands determined that the schools belong to Terego. The district chairman for Madi Okollo, Ismail Drabe, says the confirmation that the schools belong to Madi Okollo came verbally.
The report came out together with this map. To date, it is not effected. So the goodwill is not there, everything is politics. But you find individuals who think they are heavily connected to the establishment, they start playing around, deploying UPDF, and that is the resultant effect.
So when we gained district status, our area member parliament for Lower Madi Okollo, Honorable Afida Ronald Olema, wrote a letter to the Minister of Education stating these facts and asking for these schools to be transferred to Madi Okollo. So when officials from Ministry of Education went to the schools' data, they realized these schools are still under Madi Okollo in the ministry data. And the minister had to give authority that let the schools be transferred to Madi Okollo.
Madi Okollo district confirms receiving money for the 3 schools, but this will not be disbursed.
Because of the challenges in the accounting system, the IFMS is preventing us from paying the money to the schools. And it actually necessitated that the cost center has to be changed. Meaning that from today, schools A, B, C, D from Terego, you are moved to Madi Okollo. We are not going to give the monies to Terego district, the local government, as has been requested by the ministry. The ministry wanted us to give, we pay these monies to Terego district, then Terego pays those schools. We are not going to do it.
So what kind of system are we running? Does this exist anywhere in the world? I'm yet to find out the country in which this kind of nonsense exists.
Both districts appeal to the authorities, including Ministries of Education and Finance, for intervention. However, the lack of a response is frustrating the leaders.
The ministry is sleeping on the job. I have written letters. I don't recall anybody who matters that I have not written to. Over this matter, I have written to the Prime Minister. The Prime Minister invited us for a meeting in our office. We met in our boardroom. She directed the Minister for Local Government, my friend Honorable Raphael Magezi, to be here to sort out this matter in 1 week's time. And she even threatened and said, if you don't go, the second week I'll be in West Nile myself. Maybe she's coming tomorrow. She has never stepped here.
Because we are tired. We have told them there's a problem here, you address. They are not addressing. So what do? I'm only left with the one option. I pick my head teachers here, I pick some teachers here, I pick my people. Let us go and manage our schools. We shall be there.
The leaders are becoming impatient and have vowed to take matters in their own hands.
Ministry of Education and Sports try everything to do as much as possible to ensure we solve this problem to its logical conclusion. But what we required is the Ministry of Local Government to write to the Ministry of Education, to put it in writing that yes, we created a new district called Terego, and this is the demarcation of this district, so that we get to know where these schools lie. It is only the letter from the Ministry of Local Government clearly spelling out the demarcation and where these schools belong. That is only after that we can be able to send the money to where it belongs.
NOBERT ATUKUNDA, NTV News.